Hi, Kim. I'm so
Hi,
excited
Jane.
to be here with you,
Me
our
too.
former colleagues. So this is
Exactly.
so should I just go into it? I know we
Yes.
don't have much time.
Yeah, let's
And
start. I'm very
we have a
excited.
lot to talk about. Okay, cool. So I'm excited to talk about wellness with you guys all today. I think we need it now more than ever. And I get into the topic, I really want to start with a quick Reiki healing for you all. And those that know, Reiki is a Japanese energy healing technique where a practitioner like me uses my hands to reach and promote healing to people. It can help us achieve energetic balance. So if any of you guys are familiar with acupuncture, which I also love, it's kind of like balancing. In acupuncture, it's considered like the meridians, and so the chakras, we have a lot of them, but 7 main chakras that we keep balanced. And Reiki effective both in person and distance. I do a lot of in-person, or I did, but now I'm mostly virtual. And so I'm going to share that with you. I just want to take a second to thank my Reiki master, Rhonda Kukindo-Jabbar. It's really important for us always to acknowledge our teachers and people that have paved the way for us. So I just want you all to sit back and relax. I'm going to play some music from my phone, so I hope you can hear it. And it'll be a quick little energetic kind of reset for us. First, I want you to close your eyes and just sit back and relax. We're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths in. So let's inhale. Hold that for 1, 2, 3. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Out and exhale. Last breath. We're going to inhale. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And exhale. I want you to be completely relaxed and at peace and centered. I know it's evening for some of you. It's top of the morning for Kim and I on the West Coast, and some of you it's afternoon. I'm going to start with your crown chakra. That's the top of your head. I want you to imagine a violet light shining through the top of your head. This area governs your thoughts and all the clutter that's coming on. Our thoughts create our reality, so it's important to keep clear and positive when we can to help us live the most balanced life. So try to clear all the crazy thoughts that you have going on, any type of stress, things that you have to do, your to-do list, and just be present today. Now I'm going to move into your third eye chakra. And I want you to imagine an indigo colored light shining through the middle of your forehead, like in between your eyes. This is your third eye. Your third eye is connected to the things you know, but you don't even know how you know. The intuitive part of it. We all have intuition. Some are more tapped into it than others, but we all have natural intuition. So what comes up for you? Whatever comes up is something that you should be acknowledging and listening to. Don't try not to put your intuition to the side. Now we're going to move on to the throat chakra. I want you to imagine a light blue light shining through your throat area. And our throat obviously connected to what we say and how we communicate. And communication is one of the biggest things for humans to do. And animals, they do communicate with their throat. They might not speak the same language as us, but we all have a form of communication. So I want to clear this area so that we're communicating accurately, communicating with compassion, and we're communicating to get across, but not overpower others. Now I want you to imagine a green or pink light shining through your heart, which is your heart chakra. Your heart is one of the most important things in the body. And when we feel pain, our heart physically hurts. It's important to keep this area clear because this is how we give love to ourselves and to others. And I honestly believe that there's really no purpose without love in our lives. So we want to keep this area open. Maybe some of you are healing from something. Maybe some of you have gone through some sort of tragedy. Just know that humans are super resilient, and through it, your heart will eventually heal. You just have to allow it to. Now I want you to imagine a yellow light shining through your stomach area, like below your belly button. And this is your solar plexus. This is where our self-confidence comes from and our power. Our gut, it's another form of intuition. When people tell you to trust your gut, that's where we're trying to let our body guide us into the right direction. It's important to feel powerful. We all have a sense of power here on this earth. Not power over others, not trying to dominate others, but a power and a confidence that can't be moved. We want to keep this area clear. Now I want you to imagine an orange light shining through your pelvic area. And this is your sacral chakra. And this is all about creativity. This is very important. This is where life is created. How powerful is it that we create lives? We create other lives. So this is really tied to our continuation of humanity and also our ability to be creative in our own lives. This is important. Creativity is so important for life. Everything in the world stems around creativity, whether you work in an industrial job, in the beauty industry, in medicine, creativity. That's human brilliance. And we want to keep that area open. Now I want you to imagine a red light beaming through your bottom area, your bum. This is your root chakra. And this is connected to our sense of groundedness and being physical beings here on earth. We need to be grounded. We need a mixture of all the elements. They're all important, but being grounded is what brings things to fruition. It's what makes things happen in the world. Without that groundedness, that earth matter, that earth element, things wouldn't come to reality. We need ideas, and ideas are not pointless, but they don't go far without groundedness. So we need a sense of safety, we need a sense of purpose, and we need to feel like we have matter underneath us, your home, all of that stuff. So being grounded is super important. So we're going to close out this quick session with 3 more breaths. I'm going to guide you while I pull out the stagnant energy. So I want you to inhale. Hold that for 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Take another breath in. Inhale. Really big. Exhale. And this last one, make it count. Inhale as far as you can go. Hold that. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. And shake out any energy that you have. Stagnant, stretch if you need to. Let it all out. So when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes and come to. All right.
Thank
that
you.
That was a kind of quick session, but I hope you all feel a little better about it. How do you feel, Kim?
I do feel a little lighter, less tense, for sure.
Good. So I want to just talk about wellness with you guys. wellness and the importance of rituals. But first, let's talk about what is wellness. Wellness can mean so many things to different people, but for me, it's about being centered. And when I mean centered, I mean balance. Life is about balance. There's all these things. There's light, there's dark, there's hot, there's cold. Like life is about balance. And so we're never going to be 100% in balance, but the goal is to be as close to that as possible. And so that is alignment of your mind, body, and soul, three elements. And a lot of people put a lot of attention into the body part, but they don't put as much attention and effort into the mind part or the soul, because we live in such a visual world, especially ever. And I really think that beauty comes from within. I mean, it sounds cliche, but I mean, it's not attractive to be an asshole, right? So I think it's really important to work on both the mind part and the soul part, and self-awareness, and like really being aware of the imprint that you're leaving on people, the impact you have on people with your words and your actions. And it's really important to walk in confidence, but also walk with this purpose and goodness for others. At least I believe that we should all be living that way. So that's a part of wellness. And wellness can be brought into your life through our five senses. Our five senses are a reminder that we're human beings. We're here on an earthly plane. We're here to create for a reason, whether you believe, no matter what your religion or your faith is. Like, I believe we're all here for a purpose. And obviously, we're all familiar with our five senses, and that's the way that we can connect to ourness in our everyday life. And so one of those ways, obviously, through sight. And so sight, super important. And I really sometimes when I'm reading or I'm on the computer for a long time, I'm like, I take a minute and I take a prayer and say, thank you for my sight. Think about how big that is that we can see. There's people that aren't able to see. So like, we shouldn't take that for granted. And so if you're able to take advantage of this sense, why not surround yourself with things that are beautiful or that bring you joy? So that can be through your home decor, that can be through nature, appreciating nature, that can be through being organized. A lot of us are professionals, and we have a lot on our plate. And so visual organization falls under that bucket as well. Smell is so important. It's a sense of safety for us. Imagine if we couldn't smell a fire that was coming and it didn't wake us up out of our sleep. And so it's so much bigger than just, I know I have food and drinks here because we all love food and eating and drinking. But think about how important perfume is, and smelling nice, or cologne or essential oils, like aromatherapy, and really bringing joy to your life through sense of smell. And then taste. This is an obvious one. Obviously, I know I love to eat. I'm a Taurus. Eating for me is life. And then coffee. I have my tea right here. This is a morning ritual for me. So taste taste connects to our smell, right? So that's also very important. Sound therapy is a real thing. Music moves us. I know when I hear a song that I love, it just takes me to another place. It's a form of like teleporting, if you will. And so sound is important. Guided meditations, binaural beats, maybe that's your thing. Jazz, punk rock, whatever. Irina, what tea am I drinking? I'm drinking Bohemian Breakfast. It's by a company called Magic Hour. I'm obsessed with. I'll probably talk about that in a second. But I'm on a tea cleanse right now, so I'm drinking at least 5 to 6 cups of tea every day for 14 days. And then touch, that's such a human element. So clothes, the fabrics that you wear, blankets, the furniture that you have at home, human connection, touching people. And this is so hard for us right now when we're really not supposed to touch people. It's like the worst, but that's so important, right? So if it's your loved ones that you can touch them. That's part of who we are. That's part of what we need to sustain ourselves. So those 5 senses are so important. So I just want to go through some easy rituals that we all can take with us throughout our day. Rituals do not have to be some long drawn out thing. I know a lot of us are very busy, and it's about taking little moments and creating moments for yourself. So the morning is one of the most important things, right? That sets the tone for your day. And so one of the things that you can do, and obviously these rituals are going to be different. All of our lives are different. Some people have kids, some people are homeschooling, some people are single, some people are married. But I think it's important to start your day with some sort of activity that's very short and sweet. That's kind of a gratitude thing. So this can be a form of meditation. For me, meditation is just an overarching theme, and there's sub buckets underneath that. So prayer, journaling, breath work, taking a walk, which can also be seen as exercise. Make your bed. This is like one of those things that a lot of people talk about, and it's one of those things where it's an easy task to accomplish. When your bed is not made, your whole entire room looks messy. So that's like one of the simplest things you can do. It makes you feel accomplished, and who doesn't want to get to a freshly made bed at the end of the night? You know, like, could you imagine if the housekeeping left the bed undone all day at a hotel? Like, you like that feeling of getting in fresh new bed. Shower. I know a lot of us don't probably take baths in the morning, but shower rituals. Your shower does not have to just quick get in and make it quick and just get out. You can make it an experience. Like, maybe you use a body scrub, maybe you use an essential oil spray to create a spa-like experience in the shower. Maybe you've purchased a expensive body wash that you only use on like Tuesdays. Like, create something for yourself that you have something to look forward to. Irina said cold shower at the end. And then your beauty, your grooming routine, that's super important. I know now that a lot of us are working from home. I have been for most of the year, and will to the end of the year. I make it a point to get up, to shower, and work from bed, and get dressed. And usually I don't put on makeup every day, but I put it on most days because I want to feel like, I like makeup, the whole thing of like the skincare routine, getting your face done. Like, that's important to me, and it makes me feel good. So it's about making it feel good. Other things you can do, obviously, hydrate through water, tea, a lot of your coffee, workout. If you think some people have to work out in the evening, you can do a walk through your neighborhood, or yoga, or cardio. And then breakfast and vitamins, like having a ritual around your wellness is also tied to health. So taking those vitamins in the morning. My husband and I are really big on vitamins and and then starting with like a healthy breakfast. One thing I want to encourage you not to do is check work emails before your day starts, watch the news, and talk on the phone. This is about protecting your energy. All those things shift your energy. The news, we know, is super negative. I know some people are addicted to it, but it can change your day like this to hear some bad news. So I think before you get into it, we can't avoid it. We're on. Just make sure that you're kind of setting the tone for your day by yourself, or don't let a friend call you with their problems. Like, I have friends like 8 a.m. talking about their boy. Like, I can't take this on right now. I'll do it. But if you know it's going to shift your day, maybe I'll have to call you back later. Daytime ritual. So this is hard in the of like work, but it's important to take at least a little bit of time. So eat something that fuels you, open the window, step outside for a second. There's days where I'm literally inside all day, and I'm like, I haven't even seen the light of day. And I'm like, let me take out the trash. And I'm like so excited to like take out the trash just because it's like fresh air, right? And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, you have living in LA. Well, I live in LA. Kim, you're in California too. It's like, go outside. Like, be grateful for the weather that you have. Do a body check-in, stretch, breathe, hydrate, get up from your computer, just stretch for 2 seconds. I tell you, it will help. And have maybe another cup of tea, non-caffeine. If you're somebody that's sensitive to it, try not to eat at your desk. I'm not taking my advice. I did this yesterday, but I try not to. And then if you can have carbs earlier in the day, I think that's always better because it helps fuel us. And then for evening, it's about coming to the close and winding down. So again, skincare routines, do something you enjoy. This is like usually some of the only time, especially parents. So those of you who are parents and your kids maybe go to sleep, sometimes you only have like an hour to yourself. Do something that you enjoy, whether it's watching TV, it's browsing the internet, catching up with your loved ones, just something simple that's going to bring you a little bit of like, I'm not in work mode. And another way that I love to bring closure to my day is through aromatherapy. So I use diffusers. I have for years with essential oils. I diffuse them while I sleep. I feel like it helps me sleep better. I spray lavender spray before I go to sleep. So it's all about bringing these little moments of things for you to look forward to. Again, try not to watch the news before you go to sleep. And don't worry about tomorrow. I think a lot of anxiety comes from lack of preparation. So if you can prepare and schedule your day to you're taking care of the things you need to do so that when you go to sleep, you can just sleep and then worry about what you need to worry about the next day. Try to be present. So I thought this would be fun just to kind of go through wellness by zodiac sign. And I think most of us are familiar with our sun signs, but if you want to take it a step further, and astrology is like super trending right now, which is Kim and I talked about. But if you have never run your birth chart, you can do for free on my website. And that's the link. It's astrofashionista.com /your-zodiac. And it'll pull up a chart that's like your moon sign. And so when I'm going through these, look for your sun sign and then your moon sign if you know it, or if you want to pull it up. And for some of you, it might be the same sign. Maybe you're a Taurus and you have a Taurus moon, or you're Aquarius and you have Aquarius moon. But your moon sign is about your emotions and your needs. It's almost like what you need, but people don't know you need that. It's like the innermost part of yourself. So how we're fulfilled and how our cup is filled is connected to our moon sign. So that's why I think it's so connected to wellness. So I'm going out of order. I'm an Aquarius moon, even though I'm a Taurus sun, and I'm a little bit of a rebel. So I know everybody's used to the Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I'm starting with Cancer based on the Thema Mundi, which was an ancient text that really laid out the rulership in astrology. And so Cancer and Leo being the summer months it's when the sun is at the highest point in the sky, all the rulers were assigned starting at Cancer. So for Cancer, if you're a Cancer or Cancer moon, surround yourself with the color white. Cancer is all about the home and family and being nurtured. And maybe white is a clean slate for you and it can help you relax. I'm not saying all Cancers. And again, this is just a disclaimer. Not every zodiac sign is going to agree with all of these things, but these are just kind of maybe some suggestions. The smell of white rose might be nice for you, and the taste of melon, spearmint, the water sign. So it's all about, so maybe that juicy fruit is going to be really pleasing to your palate. And then if you're a Leo or Leo rising, maybe the color orange is something that you want to stimulate yourself or incorporate into your home. Leo is fire. It's fixed fire. It's a flame burning. And so it's a little bit of spice. Smell rosemary can be good, and taste walnuts and honey. Honey is very sweet and it's golden. And I always think of the golden colors when I think of Leo. Kim, you're a Leo rising, right? Are you a Leo rising?
Leo
do you
moon.
have Leo in your chart? Oh, Leo moon. Okay.
Leo moon.
See, I never forget things. Okay. If you're Gemini or Gemini rising, Gemini moon or Gemini rising, if you know your rising sign, think of the color yellow and how you can incorporate that into your life. The smell of meadowsweet, the taste of nuts and broccoli. Gemini is an air sign. It's mutable air. It's the most flexible sign in the zodiac that needs the most change and the most variety. So change things out, but also remember to stay grounded. We talked about how important being grounded is. If you're a Virgo or Virgo moon, color navy blue might be good for you. The smell of lavender. Virgo is mutable earth. So it's an earth sign that has a need for change. And a lot of Virgo, they're helpers. They can be perfectionists. And there's a lot of anxiety tied to that. And so the smell of lavender is very relaxing. And I think it can bring a lot of centeredness and peace to Virgo dominant people. And then maybe the taste of carrots and blackberries. For Taurus or Taurus moon, emerald, the color emerald can be really beautiful and make you feel like that earthiness. It's an fixed earth. It's the most immovable of the zodiac. Fixed earth, that's the ground, right? Until you add water and make mud, but it's very solid. The smell of lily and the taste of spinach and grapes, again, adding a little bit of water element to that very much earth with the juiciness of the grapes can be good for Taurus or Taurus moon. And then Libra or Libra moon, this is cardinal air. This is about thoughts and ideals, and it's the sign of relationships and connecting to people. Maybe light blue would be something. Think about air and how light that is. So light blue surrounding you might make you just feel centered and at peace. The smell of figs and the taste of strawberries and asparagus can be really good for Libras. And then Aries and Aries moon, the color red, Aries being the first sign of the Western zodiac that starts spring, and it's fire, and it's about cardinal and starting things. So this very fiery energy. So red kind of energizes this. The smell of geranium and honeysuckle and spicy foods and garlic, and really bringing that like sense of spice to your life through Aries. And then Scorpio is Scorpio moon. Scorpio is fixed water. So this is being contained, keeping the emotions contained into yourself, being deep and going to the depths. And if you can see, this color palette is really deep, and it just shifted my mood from this Aries, like everything was like a gradual shift. So the color maroon, the smell of red roses, beans and onions, just being very sensual. That's what I think of when I think of Scorpio moon. And then Pisces and Pisces moon, the color violet. This is a very, spiritual color. When I think of purples, I love surrounding myself with purples for spiritual energy, and amethyst. The smell of evening primrose and the taste of veggies that are high in water content, like cucumbers. Those can be really good for Pisces and Pisces rising. And this is mutable water. This is the most flexible water. This is about ocean. Like, think about the ocean and how it's limitless. And Pisces, modern ruler is Neptune. Its traditional ruler is Jupiter. So it's about like not having boundaries. And then Sagittarius and Sagittarius moon. It's the fire sign. It's mutable fire. It's about travel and ideas and education and philosophy. And so the color purple can be really connected to that as well. A deeper purple than the one we just looked at. And then the smell of limes and ethnic foods with spices. Sagittarians are known for loving travel. It's connected to Jupiter, and it's connected to foreign lands. So that can be good, just having a palette that's very diverse. And then Aquarius and Aquarius moon. This is fixed air. This is about ideals, but really being stuck and fixed on those ideas, and being a trailblazer with Uranus as the modern ruler, Saturn as the traditional ruler. It's this mix of both the new and old coming together. Color turquoise and the smell of frankincense, the taste of peppers and chilies. Aquarius is light. It feels light, and a lot of people think it's a water sign, but it's actually an air sign. It's the water bearer. And then Capricorn and Capricorn moon. Capricorn is earth. It's cardinal earth. It's about taking initiative to make something a reality. And so dark browns and earthy shades, the smell of camellia kind of adds a little bit of lightness to this energy, because this sign is ruled by Saturn, the planet of time and hard work and hard lessons. And the taste of salted nuts and potatoes, and just being very grounded and earthy. So I know I went through that quick, but I'm trying to be mindful of time. But I hope that kind of helped you all kind of think about how to bring wellness to your everyday. Kim, I've been talking the whole time. Is there anything you want to say?
I mean, honestly, I'm so glad you did, because I think it's so helpful. I honestly think that we all could use these tips in our daily lives. I know for sure I've tried to revamp my morning rituals, and like you said, like not look at my phone first thing in the morning. Like the time, like working from home, like it's hard to separate your home life from your work life a lot of the time. So like I think having those delineations and being able to really focus on specific things and make those rituals a part of your daily life, like that really helps. So definitely would suggest having that incorporated. So
yeah,
for sure.
And it's not about being, I think we look at happiness as these big joyful moments. Like, I have to go on vacation. Trust me, I love travel more like the next person, but it's about how can you create joy every day in the little menial things, because now we're being forced to do that. So if you don't, you're just letting life pass you by. The time's going to go by regardless. You might as well make it count and do something you love. So I think that's so gratitude. Yes. Habits, rituals, and doing a little bit every day.
For sure.